expensive too. As you can see, the mirrors, $933 if you take that off the coach. You got $960 just for this headlight assembly here, plus you got 3 hours of labor. If you damage the front bumper, we're looking at $6,500. And the big thing is, with all the damage that we talk about today, that's just the bumper. That's not what you find damaged behind the piece. This piece from right here to here, it says Anderson's, $4,200. And there's a lot of electronics. Your front air conditioning and heat's in there. So 9 chances out of 10, if you damage this piece, you've damaged the pieces behind that. $17,000 from here up over the roof by the clearance lights, not including windshield wipers and anything else, but just that front cap, $17,000. Roughly 120 hours of labor. It's all glued with Sikaflex. I mean, it isn't just an unscrew unbolt piece. There is a lot of labor intense to get it cut off, unbolted, and put back on. Windshields, $239 a piece. It takes usually 3 to 4 guys to change it. That's why we got 4 hours of labor. If you notice from the right mirror to the left mirror, there's probably I think $150 difference. The reason being is the arm on the left mirror is longer, so if you take the left mirror off, it's going to cost a lot more. But usually when you take the mirror off, you put it through a window. The side window here is $343, and it's all glued in, so it takes time to cut the seam and put it back in. Top window, $781 for that piece of glass, and it's all insulated. The little driver's window that behind this sign that you put up and down when you go into the toll booth, $125 just for the glass. Normally if the glass is damaged, there's a lot more damage on the mechanism that takes it up and down. Protector panels, a lot of damage to them because they're low and because of landscaping and stuff. This front protector panel, $277 and an hour to change it. And that goes, and when we get them in, you got to paint them, you got to prep them. It isn't just take it out of the box and put it on. The side window here that's sort of offset, $1,800. Once again, 5 hours of labor, but you're going to have 3 or 4 guys working on this to get it off and back in and secured. The luggage bay protector panels down here, $220 for that panel. Once again, you got a couple hours of labor and prep and everything, but the same thing goes with these panels. It's sometimes what's behind there that's damaged, not just the protector panel. So if you do damage a coach and you remember all these prices and you see what it costs to fix it, it may be the hidden cost or a lot more than what just the superficial cost is. The panel over the wheels, $2,203. This protector over the wheels. Snaps on, snaps off, but time-wise, you get into the pins that hold this on and the brackets on the top that it slides into, you know, it goes a lot further than just an hour of changing the panel. Just for instance, over here against the wall we have one that came back. You can see it, it's upside down, but the bottom legs are missing. If you do damage like this, bring back all pieces no matter what they look like, because not only are the legs missing, but also the pins that hold it on, and the pin plates are they're probably 300 bucks just for the pin plates that hold that on. And I'm taking a rough guess, and there's 2 of them, so there's $600 that laying in the street someplace because the driver didn't stop to pick it up. Your radiator door, 2,800 bucks, 2,853. And you got all these fins, and if you've taken out the radiator door behind there, you got your air to air, you got your radiator, you've got your transmission cooler, you've got a lot of things that could be damaged beyond the $2,800 just for the door. The protector panel for the bottom of this door, being it's so large, $360 just for the protector panel on the bottom. Small glass up here in the corner, $1,400. Once again, it's glued in. It'll take a lot of time to get it cut out, get it prepped so that the new glass can go in, thermopane, and that's why when you see glass prices are so high. On the newer coaches with the exhaust going up through the roof, there's a door there to access the muffler and the electronics for your reburn. That door alone, $2,447 if you damage that when you back into something or tail swing and take the door off. The front or the rear bumper here, a couple hours to take it off, but it's $4,500 for this rear bumper. That's not including the fiberglass cover on the top. And if you've damaged the bumper bad enough, you've probably damaged the fiberglass here, so that's added cost. The hangers that hold the bumper to the frame, if you've bent it real bad, 9 chances out of 10, once again, hidden cost. The 2 hours is just to take the bumper off and put the bumper on. That's not the damage behind it. The tailgate that you open up just to check your fluids, look at the engine, $5,239. And about 4 hours of labor, but if you damage that, there's a lot of small parts that hook to this tailgate that you probably damaged too. On the newer coaches, you've got the small door up here to lift up to look at the radiator, $1,402 in about 4 hours to change that. The top cap, where it says the Anderson Air up over the top, $3,700 for that top cap. It gets about 18 inches over the edge of the roof. The newer coaches with the single tail light assemblies on the corner of the coach is $228, and it isn't like these that we can replace the single lights. You damage them, it's all composite. You replace the whole light, not just one bulb. The engine door, $2,640. Once again, there's a lot of aluminum hinges and stuff there that this cost is just what you see on the outside, the door itself, not the handle, not the electrical hookup. $274 for the protector panel down here. We get into the service door, we got $345 on this small panel. They don't sell a lot of them, so the price just went up. This door alone, $2,186. And when I say the door alone, I'm not talking lights, locks, or protector panel. When you buy a door at this price, you get the door. You don't get everything with it. Once again, protector panel over the wheels, $2,200. Your luggage bay doors, just the door skin, the door itself, not the bracketry, not the handle or the protector panel, $3,100. And when you get all these doors and stuff, of course, they have to be painted to match the vehicle. $219 for the protector panel at the bottom. $151 on the condenser door. protector panel. $3,300 for this door, and that don't include your fuel door, which is another cost altogether. Paint line here is sort of a dry spot. When it's out in the sun, it'll look dull. The reason being is the buses are painted with a base coat, clear coat paint. When you get your can of Walmart, your black paint that people try to hide scratches, dings, paint up the white spots, whatever, what happens is the acrylic enamel goes into the base clear and it will turn flat black. So you're buying a can at 99 cents at Walmart or Big Lots. When you see your damage reports and it's 70-some a pint, the reason being is it's not a one-step process on the paint. Like opening the spray bomb and shaking it and shooting. This is why when you see a coach with a dull spot, somebody has painted it with a spray bomb. All the painting of the bus is done. If you've been in the shop while I'm repairing stuff, you'll see usually or smell first. You've got the paint and the reducer. This is just the base coat. You put that on and there's no shine or anything. It's just a color coat. Once you're done color coating it, then you go to the clear coat. It's got a hardener and you're clear, and that's what makes the shine on the paint of the coaches. And it can't be in a spray bomb, for the reason being is once you mix this hardener with this clear, you have a pot life of about 1.5 hours before it starts to go hard in your gun or a can because of the chemical reaction you see. We'll talk a little bit.
What are the costs of these different products?
This gallon of paint here is around $400. The clear that we put over it, I think, is $300 a gallon, and you got about $100 for hardener and about $100 for reducer. That you need both items to make one painted panel on the coach. We've talked a lot about the damage from the doors down to protectors, the low stuff. If you get into this next section right here between the belt rail and the windows, from this part of the decal right here to the back of the coach where it says goanderson.com, just that much of decal, and we just got one in for a damaged coach, $927 for what you see from the starburst back. And it's in a box that weighs about 1 pound. Side windows, they're all thermopane glass, about 5 hours of labor. We got to bring it in, we got to get about 4 or 5 guys to change it because of the weight of it. $1,342 for one side glass. So if you scrape it hard, 9 chances out of 10 you break the thermopane seal, it'll fall. Or if you scrape it hard, people can't see out. Or if you shatter it, there will be a big hole in the side of the coach. And a whole bunch of little pieces all over everywhere. The panel over the front wheels here, $2,487, and that's just the fiberglass piece, not the lights, not the switch for the door, not the H345 or the decal, to just that panel over the wheel. The tire that we ride on, you hit the curb, you cut one down, you put a hole in the side, it's $400 our cost for a tire, and $530 for the rim that it rides on. So you're looking at $900 here. A road call for a damaged tire could be anywhere to $1,000. It depends on how far they have to come, how long they got to be there. That's why we got a spare in the front of the bus we always put our spare on first before we need to buy any tires on the road. We've found when we've had to buy tires, it's usually not the quality of tire that we use. They sometimes don't last to get you home. They are not the tread that we use, so you don't get a ride. Every tire that we put on a coach is trued and runs on equal. The balancing powder, when you buy on the road, you're not going to have that. The customers, smooth ride is a big thing. So, you know, when you catch a curb, you cut a tire down, you probably damaged one of these panels over the wheels. There you could sit. Customers are missing whatever they're paying to see while you're getting service. A few seconds of safety when you turn is a big thing. Make it a little wider. It's better to look out and see what you're looking at than miss that mirror and catch something on the side of the coach. The front door, entrance door, the assembly, $11,000 is what you walk through every day when you get in that bus to go on a trip. Just the glass alone in the door is $381. So if you've damaged an entrance door, $11,000. You see the hours of labor on all these pieces and everything. Our shop labor rate is about $45 an hour. If you take your car to a garage, you'll probably see the sign that says $60 or $80 an hour. Should you hit another vehicle, and when you see the bill for the damage that was done to the other vehicle, you see it so high, is because your shop rate outside of Anderson's is going to be at least double or more per hour for them to get their vehicle fixed than what it is to fix our vehicle here at Anderson's. That's why sometimes when you think it's just a little scratch, it costs so much because of labor rate, because of the cost of paint, on cars and vans and miscellaneous things you drive. The parts are probably a lot cheaper than they are in a bus, but the price of the whole vehicle is a lot less than the $625,000 that Anderson's pay for each new coach we get. So think about safety, think about where you're at, watch your mirrors. Let's try to have a good year without much damage. Doug always says that he could probably find enough for me to do without having to worry about damage and fixing damaged coaches 5 days a week.